This is Chiltern Open Air Museum. We are a museum which tells the stories of the people who have lived and worked in this area for the last couple of thousand years. We were delighted to get the V80 grant funding from Museum Development South East. The funding allowed us to add a lot of extra activity for visitors to the museum. For example, we had costume performers and reenactors bringing the historical stories to life. We also had musicians who were playing and singing wartime songs from our bandstand on site. And then we delivered a lot of arts and crafts activities for children who could really get engaged in the time period, but producing things like poppies and peace cranes. We had children making hundreds of these peace cranes, and afterwards we collected them all up and we sent them to Hiroshima, which is something that people do all around the world every year around VJ Day. We're a museum which always tries to bring history to life, and this funding allowed us to bring a lot of extra depth to people's experience of this particularly important anniversary, 80 years since the end of World War II. I think in particular what we saw was family groups attending, where you can see there are stories being passed down, not just from the museum to them, but from grandparents to parents to children, which keeps the story of the war alive, and also the importance in times like these of focusing on peace as opposed to the conflict itself.